Good afternoon, everybody. This is Professor Hassey. It's Sunday, November 28th, the end of Thanksgiving weekend, and I hope everybody had a safe and sound Thanksgiving. This is Professor Hassey, and this is an introduction video for case study number 3, which is posted now to Blackboard and is due Sunday, December 5th at midnight. This is the third of our case studies, and this case study is a PowerPoint formatted case study where you would create a PowerPoint format in a 10 slides minimum amount to do a financial statement interpretation and ratio analysis of the company that you selected way back at the beginning of our course and that you worked on in case number 1. You are to provide a description of 4 areas of financial analysis: profitability, asset management, liquidity, and debt management for 2 years, for the quarters ending September 30th, 2021 and September 30th, 2020. And you're to answer these 3 questions. Has the firm improved its performance from the previous year? Is the firm managed efficiently or efficiency? As a potential investor, would you consider this a stock you would purchase? You are to do these analysis and then prepare an analysis of the overall financial performance of the company in those 2 quarters, using your trend analysis as the information from those 2 quarters. The information is provided for you, and I'll show you that in a minute, from the text, page 120, but since our textbook is optional in this class, I have provided the data in a sheet that's attached to this case study. It's also located in week number 6, and it'll be part of my week number 6 lecture video, which will be posted Monday, November 29th in the evening. So to prepare a financial analysis, I have provided the rubric in your case analysis. I'll be looking at use of data, analysis, interpretation, and the format and presentation of your case. I have also posted a example or a format example. It's not a case example, it's a format example of case study number 3. It's a PowerPoint presentation of a capital budget or of a financial statement analysis. It's rather simple, very basic, but it gives you the points that I'll be looking for. Hopefully you'll be able to make this a little bit cleaner and look a little bit nicer, but these are basically just give you a format of what I'm going to be looking for. You can do 10 slides or more, but there is a 10 slide minimum, but actually 1 slide is going to be your total or your title page or your title slide. The second slide is your agenda or your points you're going to be putting together, and then you're going to have a reference slide. So there's 3 slides already that you have. So this case study will be an interpretation. So you'll take your company, you'll find the various information for that period of time, the 3rd quarters of 21 and 22, and you'll do your analysis. And here's the basics of that financial information that I've given you. I've posted this to the case study, and also it's available in week number 6, and I will be going over this in my lecture, but these are the 4 areas that you are to pick 1 equation from each 4 of these areas: profitability, asset management, liquidity, and debt management. You just picked 1 from these areas and find the information for September 30th to 2021 and 2022 and tell me what that tells you. Look at the trend from the 2 years. And the formulas for those information are right here. For a lot of your companies, you could go to the internet and find that ratio analysis information for those periods of time very easily. However you want to do it, I want to see an analysis taking 4 areas, 4 equations from these 4 equations: profitability, asset management, liquidity, and debt management. Do a financial statement interpretation of that information. If you want to throw in any other analysis, feel free, but the basic is to do these 4 things and do your interpretation. So this information is provided here in case number 3. If any of you have a textbook, it's on page 120 of your textbook, but this is all you need to get that data and information. So case number 3 is just another discipline, another tool of corporate finance of interpreting financial data. What we've done is we've taken a look at risk. We've taken a look at capital budget analysis. Now we're taking a look at financial statement interpretation and analysis from 4 key areas of a business: profitability, asset management, liquidity, and debt, using the actual information provided that you can research for your companies for those 2 quarters of 2021 and 2020, and then give me an interpretation in a bullet point slide presentation of a PowerPoint presentation. Think of this presentation as you like would be submitting this and going over this presentation in a class presentation or to a group of individuals, but you won't have to do that. All you have to do is give me the file and show me your work in this PowerPoint file. I have a rubric there. You have a sample, which is rather crude, and I apologize for that, but I didn't want to show you too much fancy stuff. I want you to put together your PowerPoint presentation with your own personality and your own interpretation of your company's financial data. So that is case study number 3, due this December 5th in Blackboard. If any of you need extensions for that case study, want some extra time, give me good enough advance notice, a day or so, and I will give you some extra time to do that case study if you need it. So please be aware of that if you want some extra time. I'll be interpreting this case also in my lecture video this Monday, November 29th. We have our course office hours this Thursday, December 4th at 6 o'clock, if any of you have questions on it. And then I will have a final Friday update video of that this coming Friday, December 5th. And I think I just said that this Friday, December 3rd, I've got the wrong calendar. December 1st is our class hours this week, and December 3rd is our Friday video. December 2nd is our class hours. Boy, I got to get my acting gear here. And then this is due December 5th. Now let me just talk to you a little bit about the Electrics case. The Electrics case is your case assessment paper for this entire course, Business 630, and it's both a paper and a capital budget analysis spreadsheet analysis. This company, Electrics Incorporation, and I hope all of you have read this by now and begin to get an idea, because with case number 2, you now have all the tools to prepare this case. This case is due Sunday, December 19th in Blackboard, and posted 2 files. But what you're doing is determining what is this company called Electrics Incorporated. They have to make a decision. They're planning on some new products. The product is to determine a electric engine or electric component to add on into an automobile, and they have a choice of 2 different products. You're doing a capital budget analysis of which one of these 2 products is the best product that you would recommend to the company. So it goes about giving you all the details about the market and the explanation of the company here. You're going to produce a car conversion kit to convert an automobile to electric power. Quite an idea. And then you are to make a decision, and your analysis should be answering these 9 questions in your paper. These 9 questions are what you're going to answer to complete your interpretation and your recommendation to the Electrics company. So this is what your core paper is on. And then the variables for your capital budget analysis are located here. And an interesting concept to this analysis is you're going through and you have different scenarios. Your base case is your average case here. You have to interpret these variables. You have to do a warranty assessment of the cost of warranty as an additional cost to this product. You have to determine the cost of capital, the weighted average cost of capital based on this. And Some students have already indicated have started providing this information to me for review. You can show me the drafts of your financial data for this analysis immediately, and I will let you know whether you are on the right foot. Remember, read this case carefully, because part of the case is your interpretations of the data and what you need to do to complete the capital budget analysis and answer the 9 questions given. That's a key. And there's things here that you have not seen before as far as wording and information. You have to sort that out based on your knowledge now of capital budgeting analysis. We're going to be working on this every week now through the middle of December. We have our Thursday office hours. Also on Saturday, December 11th, I will be having a special review session for this case, the electrics case, Saturday morning at 10 a.m. It will be recorded for those who cannot make it, but Saturday, December 11th, there'll be a special review session online for this case. The link is in your electrics case and in the Zoom links. The link is already there for the Saturday session if any of you need some review of this information. But we're going to start working on this week. I have posted a checklist to the electrics case file folder. This checklist is the things that you need in order, chronological order of what you need to distinguish and determine in order to complete this case. You should start off determining the WACC, the capital structure, the after-tax cost of debt, the cost of equity, and move down forward and find all those variables. Once you have all this information, then you can put together the capital budget analysis. So beginning this week in week 6, we're going to be looking at this checklist, beginning to analyze it and making sure all of you understand where that information is, how to determine that. And so in my lecture video on Friday, the Friday update will include some information about beginning to complete this checklist for the electrics case. But this is posted in Blackboard, and this should be your guide of ticking off items that you need to figure out prior to putting this all together into a capital budget analysis. Just like you did in case number 2, you're going to be doing 2 of them. You're also going to be doing a scenario analysis. You're also going to be doing a sensitivity analysis. And so these are all things that you need to put together. And I urge you all, especially now that you have case number 2 under your belts, it's due tonight, Sunday, November 28th, is to begin the process of putting this case together. This is an involved process with a lot of details, a lot of work. In addition, you're going to be doing case number 3 this week, and in a couple weeks, case number 4. So you have this work that you need to balance your schedule and make sure you have enough time to complete it. Stay on top of the videos. I get a lot of questions from students who ask me questions that I've already gone over in the lecture videos. So make sure you check in with your Blackboard and your email when I post these certain things, so you can be prepared to begin the process of doing these cases. So again, case number 2 is due tonight, November 28th. Case number 3 is due December 5th. And then this case, the electrics case, is due Sunday, December 19th. And in that time also we'll have case number 4, which is also due on December 19th. So a lot of work to do. We begin our discussions on that in our week 6 lecture, which will be tomorrow. If any of you have any questions, I have my review session, student hours, every Thursday evening at 6 o'clock. So just to wrap this introduction video for case number 3 is now in your case study file folder in Blackboard. There it is right there. I gave you 2 versions of the case description, and then a solution or sample file of a PowerPoint presentation that give you an idea what I'm looking for. So again, we'll be discussing this throughout this week, but this should give you a good start of preparing and finding the information and putting your PowerPoint together. Also, I mentioned in the electrics case file folder, there's now our checklist, what I just mentioned, of things we need to find before we can actually do this case. And there's that checklist right there, and a hard copy version posted there as well. As I told you, we'll be having a review session for this electrics case and any other work that you're working on at that time on Saturday, December 11th at 10 in the morning. It will be recorded, but there's the link if any of you want to join me on that Saturday morning to review the electrics case. Also, in the electrics case, you're more than willing to send me a draft of your work. Some students have already showed me some of their calculations for the WAC. So if you, as you go forward into this case and begin to read it and understand what you have to do, if you want to show me drafts of your spreadsheet work, please feel free to send them. I will not review your paper or answering the questions in your paper, but I will review your calculations and your analysis in your spreadsheet if you want to show me them. Also, we can review those in our Thursday sessions as well. So that's our work. Week 6 lecture will be tomorrow. There's our file folders all set up with our agenda, and we'll look at this tomorrow evening when I post our week 6 lecture. So thank you, everybody. Hope your Thanksgiving was safe and sound. Case number 2 due this evening, November 28th, and case number 3 is now posted to Blackboard. Thanks, everybody. Talk to you soon.